Chapter 4 Interlude Haute. During her lunch break, Hinako is greeted by Yuzu and Line. Somebody is looking for advice, so they consult with Line and Yuzu about their problems. The girl that needed advice first approached Rin, but Rin sent her towards Yuzu and Line, and now Yuzu and Line wants Hinako's help if she wants to, otherwise they could just leave it alone. Hinako being Hinako, she doesn't decline and instead chooses to help the girl out. So then, Hinako checks her messages on free space to see who this mystery girl is that needs help. Looking through her messages, she finds the group conversation and sees that the girl is named Shiori. Hinako also decides to play Tamagotchi really quick. At the end of the day, Hinako bumps into Sanae, and Sanae confesses her feeling for Hinako, saying that she wants to know and learn more about her. So, Hinako takes her out on a date to the restaurant, and they have a chat, only to get interrupted by Yuzu and Lime. Way to ruin a date, Yuzu and Lime. Feeling embarrassed, Sanae goes home. At night, Hinako decides to study for a bit since she's been lacking lately. The next day in the last period, Hinako is amazed by the answers Sanae gives, which inspires her even more. So, Hinako gains 3 MP. When the class ends, Hinako talks to Yuzu and Lime, and their destination is on the rooftop. So off she goes. This will be the first time that Hinako meets Shiori. Shiori confirms if they are the people who will help her out, and they say yes. And like every single time, Hinako has no clue who anyone is. So Shiori introduces herself to Hinako, and surprise, they are in the same class. And Lime being Lime, just gets straight to the point. Shiori's problem is that too many guys are chasing after her and she don't know what to do. Suddenly, Shiori gets a phone call from one of these guys trying to hook up with her, and she has a long conversation right in front of the group, making them wait. Yuzu and Lime already know what's up, but Shiori is so dense that she doesn't understand this guy is in love with her. He's not going with Shiori to the store to look at makeup, he's going to the store to look at Shiori. And here is where Shiori starts to forget about the problem entirely. She switches to full makeup mode. And if you didn't know, in Japan, they do not let you wear makeup in school, unless you are from the city, because city kids just don't give a shit about the rules. So now, Shiori spouts out some nonsense about girl power and beauty power, and then forces Hinako to be her test subject. And so, Shiori drags away Hinako to put some makeup on her. And Yuzu seems to get a kick out of this. In the bathroom, Shiori puts on all sorts of makeup on Hinako and also gives her a little beauty lesson on what type of makeup you should use, what type of color, what type of tone, what each brush does. And then Yuzu seems to like it as well, but Lime is not impressed. She does not want makeup. After the makeup session, I can't tell the difference because the developers were too lazy to actually put makeup on Hinako after this. So now the real trouble starts. Shiori gets confronted by a classmate. The classmate puts Shiori on blast, exposing her manipulating techniques. Shiori tries to deny it, but the classmate's not having it. She's about to expose Shiori's whole career. This is the peak of high school girl drama. Shiori starts to panic, but the assaults from the classmate does not cease. Shiori panics even more, and more assaults come out of the classmate's mouth until Shiori breaks and she becomes rampant. So like always, It's time to go to the common and get us some fragments. And for some reason, they decide to throw in a transformation sequence for Yuzu here, so yeah, let's watch. While the gang walks through the common, they realize that it's sorrow that Shiori's feeling. But Lime doesn't care, she just gets straight down to business, trying to get them power-ups so they can kill all the demons. And so, they all have no choice but to find the fragment of Shiori and put an end to her madness. Upon finding the fragment piece, the girls realize that it's surrounded by demons. So that means something must have gone terribly wrong with Shiori. In their battle, Hinako uses her new move, which is the Tornado Slice, and her special... And again, in the victory screen, the two lollies are always fighting over Hinako. After defeating the demon boss, Hinako can now safely stabilize the fragment. Now, Hinako will know the true feelings of Shiori. Shiori just wants to be a beauty guru. She just wants to be beautiful, and she wants to make people beautiful. But by doing so, people think that she just wants to flirt with all their boyfriends and make everybody around them misery. And so, Hinako uses Flashback no Jutsu. And she remembers the way Sarasa felt. How she felt like she wasn't being rewarded for all of her hard work. And that's the same for Shiori. When they go back to the real world, the classmate leaves. And then Shiori starts to doubt herself. Maybe she was the problem. Maybe she was making everybody miserable when she thought she was trying to help them. And then Lime, being Lime, is just blunt about it, saying that she's imagining things. Hinako comes in with her great life advice, and she tells Shiori that people are just misunderstanding her. How can she present herself in a way that won't cause misunderstandings? And now Shiori realizes the errors of her way and thanks Hinako. Shiori is trying to be a good person, but she doesn't realize how much she impacts others. And now Lime gives a ring to Shiori, created from her fragment. Unbeknownst to Shiori, she is just a vessel to power up their reflector forms. At home, Hinako decides to take a bath and contemplates again about life. She wonders if she will be able to complete her reflector duties and will her wish be granted so that she can do ballet once more. The next day at school, surprisingly, Hinako overhears Shiori talking to the classmates, and they sound like they're having a fun, great time together. Shiori and the classmate approaches Hinako and the gang. Here, they explain the situation. They both apologize to each other. The classmate thought that Shiori was being a little bitch and stealing all of their boyfriends, while that was not true at all. After school, Hinako walks around and sees some crying girl that's going rampant. So, she does a thing and kills the demons. And then afterwards, the girls give us a milk tea as a gift. Oh wait, there's another one? So Hinako goes in and kills the demons. After killing the demons, the girl gives us a piece of bread as a reward. Just when you thought it was over, another one is going rampant. So naturally, Hinako does the thing again and kills the demons. Afterwards, she gives Hinako bread. Making her way home, Hinako meets Shiori in the hallway. And Shiori confesses that she's a pervert and she was spying on Hinako when she was changing in the locker room. And thus, she wants to trade underwear with Hinako. Hinako jokingly says yes, but Shihori was totally being serious. Afterwards, Hinako goes on a date with pervert Shihori, and they go to Lawson, which is a konbini. At home, Hinako takes a bath and contemplates about why Shihori's arc sucks so much. And that will conclude Chapter 4 Interlude.